Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We are going to do a mini deep dive into the concept of structure when it comes to our own psychology and the structure of our community and society in general. We're going to be using tarot and oracle decks, and of course always our intuition. I've already done some preliminary readings, or else this video would have taken probably hours, so I've been working with spirit for a few days. Also bear with me, these are like really hard to explain concepts, so I'll try my best to make it simple so we can all understand what the heck I'm talking about, and we'll go from there. So the way the first reading came out is Spirit is inviting us to explore a mystery. Okay, so this is an invitation, and we are all invited to do this. Those who will answer this call are those who have already done the work and have learned the soul lessons and have tackled their shadow, and also have come in contact with the universe, the one mind, source, God, whatever you want to call it. So there's already an established relationship there. And I feel like the reason why Spirit wants us to talk about structure is got to do with building the new world, right? So you can call this new world the new earth, the true earth, the age of Aquarius. I've heard quite a few names for it, so pick the one that suits you best. And now this mystery here, it's something that we have forgotten, right? So it's a mystery, it's a truth that we knew before, but we have forgotten. And right now Spirit says there's a very favorable energetic climate that will help us activate what we need in order to understand and rethink what a structure really is. Because right now, pretty much for all of us, or obviously some of us more than others, we have pretty much forgotten that everything is built on a foundation. So for example, when it comes to the soul, there's always like parallels here between the soul and the outside world, right? And just a side note, this is why this video is for those who have done the work, right? Have done like quite a number of have learned quite a number of lessons, right? And we have been working on ourselves, right? Or else this would make like no sense at all. So anyway, when it comes to the soul, for example, the foundation is that place where we go to recalibrate, right? So if something goes wrong, we become unbalanced energetically, there's a place within us that we come to recalibrate and remember who we are. So now you guys understand why it's so important that you would have done the work, or else this video wouldn't do very much for you. And now in this place here, in that foundation, there is a code that needs to be activated right now that will help us build the new world, and it will also help us restructure our personality, our psyche, our mind. Well, we can really restructure the soul, but it's very much soul work and soul oriented. So when it comes to the soul, the foundation, again, it's that place where we go to recalibrate. When it comes to the 3D outside world, the structure is very inefficient. Okay, it has been less than efficient for long now. Now with the waves of awakening that we've had, it's completely redundant, right? So Spirit wants us to adopt that energy of death and rebirth, right? So the death in tarot, major arcana number 13, and pretty much just go through a kind of destruction of the structure that we've already had. The way they showed it to me is basically like if we just imagine some children building a sand castle, right? And they haven't done a very good job, right? So then they look at it, they're like, holy bananas. In the meantime, mom has put the tools away and everything is ready to go. So they're like, no, we need to rebuild this sand castle. So they destroy it. They like literally just erase it. They open up their case of tools or whatever, the bucket of tools, and take everything out. So you can see the destruction there. So when it comes to the castle, The destruction is just erasing the whole structure, everything that we've built. When it comes to the tools, is pretty much taking the whole thing apart, separating everything, and again, we can look at it as a destruction. So Spirit wants us to pretty much demolish our idea of what we think structure really should mean when we think of building the world, or even building ourselves. And then again, when we talk about this, like big archetypes, see, the thing that we're not really aware of, when you know how to build one thing, something, you can apply it to like various multiple things. So if I know how to build my personality, I am also able to build a life. I am also able to build something physical, right? They're like the same concepts. Is, we need a solid, firm structure and foundation on top of which we can build an empire, a happy life, whatever, however we apply this. So Spirit wants us to destruct everything, keep the raw materials, keep the tools, and they are going to show us how to actually build something, anything from new. Right, so this is why Spirit is doing this is because they want to recreate the new world with us, but they do not want to build it for us. So it's almost like they're teaching us a science class. This reading, this topic is very scientific in a way. It's not so much water as it is air, right? Like knowing what to do, right? Knowing that's the mind. And they want us to pretty much erase the way we look at things and then start rebuilding them anew. Right, so then we already talked about the mystery, right? So this is the mystery, and we have the answer within us. So now if we start focusing on this more and more, even more stuff will get activated, right? And Spirit working with us will show us, the science, the formula of building this new world. And what else do I have here? So the fact that Spirit is teaching us this, and they want to co-create with us the new world, this is a gift. It is a sacred exchange of energy. So we are learning so much by just working with Spirit, right? We understand what relationships are, and what energetic transfer is, right? Because we really need to understand this concept. Spirit also wants us, I think the reason they gave us the example with the sandcastle is because they want us to maintain and keep that energy of like childlike wonder, right? So it's like you pretty much erase everything. You have all these like raw materials and your tools, and now we're so excited because we're creating something. So the way Spirit looks at it, that is the energy we need to be in right now at this time. What else do I have here? Also, now it's a little bit, we're going into the negatives a little bit. The new world is only for those who have done the work and have worked with themselves and with Spirit. And that is because we need to be able to create abundance, right? So to create abundance, you need... Oh, I'm so sorry. I received a phone call. So to be able to be abundant, you have to have already done, a number of your soul lessons. If your soul is very low in power, very unaware, very unknowing of what's going on within and without, you cannot create abundance, okay? Because abundance is something that is like a result of living properly, right? Actually, abundance, it's a result of having a proper structure in your life, right? And the relationship with Spirit is important, or with the universe or God, whatever you want to call it. It's important because God acts as the activator of the new world, and us, we are birthing this new world through through our feminine divinity. And here the gender doesn't matter. We all carry both masculine and feminine energies, right? So the relationship is very important because that's what co-creation means, right? It's like two parts come to create a third one that's usually very beautiful. Now, because we have learned the lessons of even gratitude, and again working with Spirit, this will assure our success in the new world, because these are some, you can think of them as the pillars to success, the pillars to building something that would last and is energetically and karmically healthy. What else do we have here? And also, there's an element of justice here, and again, only those who have done the work can have access to this new world, and only those who have already had a relationship with the universe and their own spirituality, got in touch with their own divinity, will have the opportunity to play and create the new world. And Spirit calls this justice because now it's almost like we're reaping the benefits for putting in all the hard work, right? Like we have worked hard, we have fought, we have overcome, we have endured, and now we're getting to be like children, right? And have childlike wonder while we're building this new world. And what we have to look forward to is a lot of happiness, abundance, success, gratitude, love, right? Like all the beautiful things. Again, even these, Spirit looks at them as the pillars of the new world. And what we also don't see coming is the promise of prosperity being materialized, right? Because now those who carry a lot of soul power because they have done the healing, now they, we are very abundant and prosperous in energetically, right? And now it's almost like we cannot, fully believe or allow ourselves to see that the future will actually be like that in reality as well, right? So if before, people who are connected, and tapped in and listen to their intuition, it's possible that, they did suffer a certain lack of, finances, whatever material, right? In the 3D. Spirit says now that will not happen. If you are in an energy of prosperity, right, and you have a lot of soul power, you will be very abundant and prosperous in reality as well, right? So also what we don't see coming is the community of people, because all of us, to go into the new world, we would have had to like journey there together, right? And right now we still think we're like separate, although we're kind of starting to come together in little groups and soul tribes and stuff. But we don't we don't have the courage to think what a community of able-souled people, like I don't even know how to say it, like people who still have a soul, who still understand and want to give and receive love, people, being like, imagine being surrounded by people who only do equal give and take relationships, right? Like, I mean, if we are to actually sit down and like picture how that would be, it would, like, I mean, it just blows our minds, right? And Spirit is like, man, like, you poor children, you don't even know that, that's what you're going. You don't even know how good everything will feel. And also, we're going to be surrounded by people who can speak the truth, like a language, and can speak their truth. It's almost like there's no need to fight, argue, have anything except maybe, some healthy competition, if even that. Right? It's like, it's such a peaceful world. It's so abundant. It's so beautiful and magical, right? And to think that actually that is our natural way of being, like, I mean, it's just mind-blowing. And the one thing that kind of goes against us here, we all have those that will be left behind, right? So Spirit says you will feel the sadness, okay? You will have that almost like a survivor guilt, and we will encounter that. But Spirit says, don't worry, we will overcome all these obstacles. We will be able to move into the new world like we have been dreaming, and we've had that inner knowing of, right? So yeah, I don't think I missed anything. Yeah, if I do, we'll remember during the reading. Let's pull some tarot cards now and see what Spirit has to say about this and what else they want us to learn. Sorry guys, I have like notes everywhere and stuff. This one was a hard one. It took days to figure out. Yeah, it's just so much. Like, sometimes I feel like we don't even have the words to explain what's really happening right now. Like, I mean, the death and rebirth, the destruction of everything, the rebuilding of everything properly, the fact that the universe co-creates all this with us, you know, it's like being guided by you know, like the most professional builder. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just mind-blowing. And to, you know, like have to be in this, you know, in an energy of truth, and, you know, not being worried that people lie to you, that they steal from you, that, you know, they express themselves and say one thing but really they feel something else, right? Like, can you imagine like what we could accomplish as humans working together in this way? Like, wow. Yeah, it's coming, you guys. The date of October 6th will be very important. I feel like after October 6th, everything will be different. We will be able to live more like our authentic self, right? We've already all kind of, you know, started doing that, and that's amazing. But yeah, authenticity is we're gonna breathe that like we breathe air, right? So such beautiful energy. Okay, Spirit, what do you want us to know, please? And thank you. I will take this one. The King of Swords. Okay, so again, you know, this speaks to science. The King of Swords is making head over heart decisions, right? And this reminds me of how Spirit says we will feel regret and our heart will ache for those we leave behind. But, you know, they made their choices. So we're going to have to go into this King of Swords energy and, you know, just accept the truth for what it is, right? Because those who cannot accept the truth for what it is, they are not going anywhere. The Eight of Wands, this process has already begun, and those who are going are already on their way. This is a collective journey towards a much better world and just a much better life in general. We have the Queen of Pentacles as well. So this Queen of Pentacles also speaks to abundance and to having energetic stability, and just kind of like grounding all the spiritual energy that we have downloaded from above, right, from the spirit world. And also the Queen of Pentacles, she doesn't really make decisions based on heart either when it comes to certain things. She's more like the kind, show me, you know, show me what you got, right? Like, put it in my hand, you know. I don't need your beautiful words. I don't need your tears. I need to know, if I offer you this, what can you offer me in return? And again, you guys, this is not you know, to put too much emphasis on the material world, okay? Like, this is a marriage between the spirit world and the material world, but it is becoming embodied and it is becoming grounded now. And because of that, we need this Queen of Pentacles, because we want results, right? Like, we want to be able to see what we've done and experience it. Right on the Eight of Wands, we have the Six of Wands here. Okay, so we are going straight into victory, right? This is a lot of creative fire movement energy. What else do we have here, Spirit? Please and thank you. King of Swords, Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Oh my, they're probably looking for a specific card. Let's do this again. Okay, here we go. We have the Queen of Swords as well. So again, you know, this is another emphasis on truth, on mind, on speaking the truth, on double checking, on checking the facts, right, of a problem, of an issue, and, you know, making the decisions that we know are correct, although maybe not all agree with it. Yeah, they're gonna try to be so manipulative. Ten of Wands, Spirit says, do not allow those who are left behind to burden you too much, okay? Because, and don't you think for a second that you can carry them on your back into the new world, because that is not happening. You know, they made their choices. You know, like, we all had the opportunity to heal at some point or another. And some of us answered that call, some of us didn't, okay? So there's nothing we can do. You have to give them the freedom to choose, right? That's what us humans are, right? We have the freedom of choice, we say. Okay, we have the Two of Swords here as well. So although you look at the truth, make decisions using your intuition as well. Sometimes the mind is simply just not enough. So when that time comes, it's okay to use your intuition, okay, to make the right choice. Okay, let's see, what else do we have here? Can you tell us something about this Queen of Pentacles, Spirit, please? And thank you. And we have the Five of Wands here, right? So under this Queen of Pentacles, we got the Five of Wands. So this tells me that there will be conflict over us being in a very stable, abundant, and down-to-earth, grounded energy, right? So when we do encounter internal conflict, external conflict, we need to remember that being in a very solid energy is where we want to be, okay? So we cannot do this if we depend on others, right? It's like we need to wrap our minds around the concept that we are enough, okay? I can take care of myself. Even if I think I cannot, you can, okay? Your spirit team will always be super happy to help you and to guide you, but do not rely on others. Okay, if you do not rely on others and you rely only on yourself, it's okay to collaborate with others. But to think that you actually like need a specific person, that will screw us up. And, you know, when this Five of Wands, this conflict is thrown our way, we internalize it and then we become conflicted, right? So, yeah, let's not do that. What's with the Queen of Swords here? Sweet happiness we have. So Spirit says, you know, when you cut people out, when you protect your energy, okay, you guard your energy. That's what the Queen of Swords does, right? She doesn't listen to her heart in the sense, you know, she doesn't think she loves somebody more than she loves herself, right? She realizes fully that she is responsible for her energy, and if anything causes her conflict, pain, holds her back, or anything along those lines, she will, you know, cut that thing or concept or person off, right? And this guarantees, like Spirit says, sweet happiness. I like how the Queen of Swords is right before the Ten of Wands, right? It's like cut them out so they don't burden you. Yeah, that Two of Swords could serve as a blockage as well, as in, you know, just block them, don't worry about those who try to hold you back, because there will be people, you guys, you know, let's just say you want to start like a new business, you want to, you know, be with somebody that maybe your friends and family don't agree. If you're mature, you know who and what is for you, right? So it's actually like quite funny when people, you know, come and they think they know better than you what's good for you. Like, I mean, that is just crazy to me. We have the little trickster here, right? So they will, you know, external energies or even like internal energies, you know, in some cases, they will try to trick us into thinking that they can come with us where we're going energetically, but they cannot, you know, that is just, and it's funny because it says little trickster, right? So, you know, the Queen of Swords being so mature and, you know, on top of her game, standing on business, she can deal with a little trickster, right? So yeah, do not allow them to dictate your choices for you, right? Yeah, you want to start that business, you want to write that book, you want to start that family, man, go for it. If you, because you're in touch with yourself, you know that you want it, you know, your heart is calling you towards it, do it, right? And it's funny because, see, it's a little bit conflicting because sometimes we're supposed to use the heart to make decisions, sometimes we're supposed to use the mind. Now, when it comes to safety, it's better to use the mind, okay? The mind is, well, the most paranoid element, right? Out of the 4 or 5, if you consider spirit as well, right? So the mind will try to hold you back when something is, you know, again, like dangerous for you. But sometimes what the mind perceives to be dangerous is actually not, right? And sometimes your heart really calls you back. It has to call you in an energy of freedom, right? Sometimes we think that we, for example, it's like, oh, I cannot leave that person because they love me and I love them. But if they don't benefit your life, if they hold you back, if they fight with you all the time, if they continuously cause you conflict, if they steal from you, if they put you down, if they destroy your confidence, and the list goes on, then it's like, okay, like, do I really love them or do I make myself think that I love them, right? Like when the heart pulls you, truly pulls you in a direction, if your mind is at peace, you will support that direction, right? So it's about the marriage of the two, like the mind and the heart, right? There's a certain harmony. And I should probably like make a video about just that. Now I'm realizing I'm gonna talk to Spirit and see if they want to do that, and I will potentially post a video about the marriage between the mind and the heart and what each of them do. What's with the Two of Swords, Spirit? Oh, okay, so it fell right on the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. So that's Spirit pretty much is saying, when people bring conflict towards you, just, you know, stay calm, right? This doesn't mean, you know, like returning their hate. This doesn't mean, you know, just closing your heart, right? So you no longer have feelings. No, like you understand as an emotionally mature person that if you just stay calm, they can freak out, they can, you know, throw heavy words and, you know, heavy energy towards you, but you stay there calm. You don't antagonize it, you don't put them down, you're just kind of, you know, like standing. It's a very stoic energy, you know, in a way. So yeah, Spirit says just you know, stay calm, let them say, let them, you know, like speak their piece or whatever it is they're speaking. As long as you realize that you are in control of your emotions, in control of your mind, and most definitely in control of your life, it shouldn't really affect you, right? Like all that just goes back to them. And because it is the King of Cups, it's a water element, so that is reflective, right? So if you just kind of like stonewall them, like you don't respond to the arguments, you don't give into the desire to fight with them, they have no choice but to see their own mirror, their own reflection in you, right? Because they can blame you that you fought with them, right? So let's just say somebody comes and brings you some conflict. If you just, you know, remain just calm and at peace, you know, you don't respond to them or anything, they cannot blame it on you. So, you know, they have no choice but to look at themselves and be like, oh my God, you know, like I tried to cause this fight. Now, some people are like, you know, like very, very gone, you know, very, very down low. And even, you know, with all this, they still wouldn't observe their reflection, but, you know, you're giving them a chance to see for themselves who they truly are, right? So you're helping them as well by just pretty much staying calm and not giving into their BS, essentially. What's with the King of Swords here? Seven of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So Spirit here says with the King of Swords, this is the King of Swords is very much like a genius, you know, idea, genius move. And I think with the Seven of Pentacles here, it speaks to that thing being already like buried, you know, like a seed within us, and it's about to come out and be activated, right? So Spirit says believe in yourself, okay? Look for the truth, accept nothing but the truth, and that code within you will be activated, and it will teach you how to build yourself and your environment, right? And if we all build ourselves and our environment properly, you know, then we also know how to build our communities, right? And our society properly as well, right? It's like a skill that, you know, we can share with each other. Anything else you want to tell us here, Spirit? We have here the Seven of Swords, and it came up in the reverse. So, you know, like hidden plans, hidden agendas, you know, anything like people wanting to win at all costs, and lower vibrational energies trying to fight you and win at all costs. Spirit will illuminate that to you, okay? It won't be kept behind your back, right? So you will be able to see it, but be very mentally mature and very emotionally mature as well, right? It's pretty much just keeping a clear energy, right? Like, you know, the kind of energy that is just, you know, like your own energy, so you don't mix it with those who come against you, right? So then you can tell, like, this is, why am I feeling like this? This is not my energy, so you know it's coming from someone else. Or, why am I thinking like this? You know, this is self-sabotage. You know, it must be coming from somewhere else, right? And then you can spot where that is coming from, and then there you go, you know, the disguise is basically eliminated, right? The illusion is shattered. Anything else you want to tell us, Spirit? We have the world here as well, right? So this cycle will be closed. There's nothing anybody can do about it. And what do you want to tell us about the world, Spirit, please? Anything? Oh, I think it wants the oracle deck. Yeah. Okay, let's use the Voice of Souls. All right, Spirit, what's the tea? What do you want to tell us? Source, right? So Spirit says we are sharing the new world with Source, right? This is, you know, the God power, Source, the one mind, infinity, whatever you want to call it. So Spirit says in the new world, God will have a residence, okay? Will have a seat, right? So for a Source to be able to pretty much like live with us, we're gonna have to have a proper foundation, or else it cannot come to live among us. And we also have anger here too. So it's pretty much saying with the anger here not to give into the anger. We've already broken the chains that held us back. Right now it's just a matter of actually not allowing energies to chain us back down to where we came from. And so we don't so much need the anger anymore. We mostly the use for anger is best when we need to break, you know, like apart from something that has been suppressing us, right? It's like we just get angry and we like break the chains and, you know, just go towards our destiny. But yeah, right now it's basically better to stay calm and do not give into their anger, okay? We will see a lot of anger, and I've already started noticing this around myself in my own like personal life, and I'm telling you guys, the best thing to do is not give into it, you know, just keep a straight face, let them say whatever they say, and then, you know, just kind of say bye, I'll see you later, and just walk away. Right? And if you do speak the truth, but with peace, right? We have karmic relationship, but it came up in the reverse. Okay, so Spirit says all those relationships who are karmic in nature need to go. We've already learned what we needed to learn. This is the last, you know, couple steps before we go into the new world, and we definitely cannot bring karmic relationships there with us, okay? So do not be deceived and confused thinking that you can bring these people, because you cannot. And the last one here, we have children, right? So it's pretty much saying here, look, at the bottom of the deck, we have message to pass on. So Spirit says we will be able to pass on all this energy to, and all these lessons to our children and those who come after us, right? So like, I mean, that's why we need to build like a very proper structure and foundation, so then, you know, it's very easy for them to learn the lessons. Okay, you guys, it looks like people keep calling me. I want to pull a few more cards, but maybe we will just leave it here for today. And I took a little break for about a week there, but I will come back with more videos. So thank you for spending the time with me. My private list for readings is open, you guys, and my website and email is just down in the description below. So if you're interested in a reading, just contact me there, or just purchase one, and I will get back to you to you know, like set up a time. Other than that, yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Thank you all for spending this time with me, and I will catch you next time.